Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Mike's DVDs and Blu-rays collection. I'm your host Mike. Today guys, I'm going to show you some new movies by one of my favorite actors of all time, and he's probably one of yours, Mr. Charles Bronson. That's right guys. In the past year I did a whole video dedicated to Charles Bronson where I showed off all my DVDs and Blu-rays that I have. So these are some new movies that I've picked up since then. There's still more out there for me to get to add to my collection because he put out a lot of movies. So today let's get right into it. These are just about 4 movies. And the first one actually doesn't have a case. I bought this off eBay probably about 5 or 6 years ago. And it was sold as 3, actually 4. There were 4 indicator DVDs, but they didn't have the case to it. They just had the movies and stuff. And this was the first time I bought any indicators. I had never seen an indicator. They weren't out for very long at that time. This must have been maybe a year after they came out or something. But one of the movies that doesn't have a case, unfortunately, is a Charles Bronson movie. And this is one of the ones that kind of slipped through the cracks last time when I did my video, and I forgot about this one. But this one's from 1973. It's directed by Michael Winner, and this was right between his first movie with Michael Winner and Death Wish. So he did, so what was it? He did The Mechanic in 1972. Then he did The Stone Killer. That's right, in 1973. And in 74, he did Death Wish, all directed by Michael Winner. So yeah, The Stone Killer, really good movie. I don't know if you can see that. It's just the DVD disc. But has all the specials, all the special supplements, everything on it. Very good transfer. Even for a DVD, it looks really good. And this was the first time I ever saw this movie when I bought this. So it's really good. From what I can remember, he plays a cop. I believe he plays a cop. I can't remember. I haven't seen this for so long. But yeah, The Stone Killer. This is Indicator. I think this is long out of print. I believe it is out of print. But yeah, this is only the DVD, guys. So let me put that to the side. I want to try to rewatch that because I haven't seen that in forever, it seems like. The next release, Charles Bronson movie. This is from Eureka Masters of Cinema. I actually got this in a package, a trade package with my friend Carlos, Eastwood for Life fan, a few months ago. This was probably from our second package that we traded. We usually trade. I'll get some movies that he can't get over in the UK, and he'll get me some stuff in the UK that I can't get in the US, and vice versa. So anyways, it's pretty cool. We get some really good releases. But this was a movie that I had seen it, but I didn't have a good release of it. And Carlos highly recommended this. This is one of his favorite Charles Bronson movies, Hard Times. And this is actually Walter Hill's debut, directed by Walter Hill. His debut movie is what I'm trying to say. But anyways, this Charles Bronson, obviously, it's got James Coburn. Who else is in this? It's got his wife Jill Ireland, Strother Martin. It's directed by Walter Hill. Really good movie. Basically, James Coburn is kind of a promoter. He's kind of like, he promotes boxing matches and stuff, and he's been on the outs. He's been losing matches with this one boxer. So he basically kicks him to the curb and gets Charles Bronson to start boxing and everything. So they have a successful run as a boxing promoter relationship going and stuff. And Charles Bronson's no nonsense. This movie really kicks ass. Kind of takes place, what is it? Takes place in, gosh, when does this take place? Like back in the, I want to say it takes place like in the 40s or 50s or something. Maybe I'm completely wrong about that. Maybe in the 30s or something during the Depression. But it takes place around in Louisiana and New Orleans. But yeah, really cool movie. It's Charles Bronson and James Coburn. They make a great team together, and it's a great debut movie, I have to say that. So there you go, Hard Times, something you need to check out. And I think it's available in the US. I know it's on DVD. It may be on Blu-ray over here. I think even Indicator put this out, even, I believe. I'm not 100%, but I think they did. Yeah, it's a Columbia Pictures. Indicator usually puts Columbia's out, so I believe they put out that too. So, but it's definitely a movie you need to find. The next up, this was a movie I got on Blu-ray through Olive Films. Now, I'm still confused as if this was part of a TV show and this is an expanded TV episode that they released theatrically. Maybe in the comments let me know for sure. I know I looked this up, but I can't remember if it is 100% or not. But this is a movie called Showdown at Boot Hill. Obviously stars Charles Bronson. It's got Robert Hutton, John Carradine. And it's directed by Gene Fowler Jr., which he made a lot of cult favorite movies, like I Was a Teenage Werewolf, stuff like that. But it says here it's in a 2:3:5 aspect ratio, which is like CinemaScope. So I don't know if they did some kind of matte or something and blew it up, or I'm not really sure about that. I feel silly that I don't know. I can't really tell if it was, because it's only 72 minutes. So if you guys know in the comments, let me know. I didn't do any research on this before this episode. This is off the cuff, guys. I don't know if I ever really found out or not, but it's called Showdown at Boot Hill. It's a really good looking movie. I guess it's a movie. It looks like a movie to me, but somewhere I read where it's based on a TV show, or it is a TV show. Something like that. Anyways, let me know what it is in the comments, but it looks really good. It's got a great transfer. It's from Olive Films. I believe you can get this really cheap through Amazon, and gosh, there's another website. I'll try to put it down here. But anyways, Showdown at Boot Hill. Check that out. These are just some stragglers that I'm trying to put together, guys, so I'm sorry. Next up, this is the last movie. This one, Charles Bronson teams up with Lino Ventura in a Terrence Young movie. Terrence Young, famous for working with Hammer and I believe James Bond even. This is the Valachi Papers, based on a true story of a gangster. Really good. This is an Indicator Blu-ray release. Really good stuff. I got this actually from Carlos too in that box set. But yeah, it's loaded up. That's what I'm trying to say. It's loaded with special features. I mean, it's got a bunch of stuff on here. But yeah, it's based on the Mafia. Joe Valachi, you know, he lived to tell it all and told it all. He basically turns in this whole group, you know, to get out of prison and stuff, to try to stay out of prison, but he actually gets in prison, and it's a really good movie. I mean, if you love Mafia movies and stuff like that, this came out, actually this was made around 72, which is the same year The Godfather came out. So a lot of people think that maybe this movie is not as widely known because The Godfather came out the same year, and kind of, you know, because it has kind of a similar storyline. I mean, I'm not the special features, there's a good documentary about the writer, and I believe it is the actual writer, and he's talking about what he based it on, and at the time, and The Godfather was coming out and everything. So it's really interesting. Some really interesting supplements on here. Really good movie. The Valachi Papers. So there you go. It's on Indicator, so you know it's quality, guys. So there you go. So that's about it, guys. I hope you liked this episode. Make sure you comment. Let me know about that showdown at sundown. Showdown at sundown. Let me know about that. Was it a TV episode? What was it? Was it a TV show? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like this episode. So until next time, guys, I'm Mike. Take it easy out there, and I'll see you later.